Um, Sorry about that. All right, there's a couple of things I guess I need to address. I didn't think I needed to originally, but apparently I did. Um, let's see where to start. To start off, I just want to basically say I don't understand where this confusion is coming from. Apparently, people are slightly confused. Got to get my weed up. Um, uh, I guess some people were confused about the um, show that we do every day. It's a weekday show called STS, which is, just a little uh, initial for shoot the shit, which is what we do on the show. The show is 100% about shooting the shit. And now, I really didn't think that I had to explain that to anybody. I really thought that was pretty self explanatory. So, when the show deals with multiple subjects, and I began talking about a few different things, I don't see the confusion, or I don't see the reason for confusion. Uh, Nobody wants to talk about the same subject for an entirety of an episode. A regular episode for Useless Agents STS program, I think we do 30 minutes tops. We started doing 45 minutes, and then we started going up to an hour, just so we can help out, and just to really nail in our points, and also gives me more opportunity to chat with the open chat forum. And again, the priority of the show is you guys. You guys are the priority here. It's a show that is for it's for scatterbrains by scatterbrains. And if you met anybody on the useless agent team, it would be pretty damn obvious where we get our crazy from, because, uh, you know, it's like how my daughter put it. My daughter's 10 years old, but she's like her father. We have old souls. Now, if you've ever been told that you have an old soul, or you're an old spirit, um, some people actually believe that you are reincarnated from some other period. And personally, I love the idea, but I don't actually put any stock into that. So to me, uh, having an old soul means you have the personality of a 90-year-old man, but you're stuck in a 14-year-old's body. And I probably have felt like that since I want to say, going on, probably going on 8. I always noticed that my friends were always older than me, and 9 times out of 10, uh, I didn't really get along with people that were my age. I just didn't. Cheers. So, um, yeah. So I really want to pound this in here as to what is STS. Now, STS is simply a way of saying this is us shooting the shit. But there's more to that. It's not just we're not talking about absolutely nothing. I mean, we can. But we always try to have a subject. If we have a few different subjects, then we go by topic, and usually it's just whatever comes to mind first. Now, you guys see that every episode I smoke pot before the episode, during the episode, after the episode. See, I'm like Joe Rogan, but I'm not afraid to show it. Um, I don't think that Joe Rogan's afraid to show it, but I notice that he doesn't. He never does. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to single out certain people. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to be taken down or something like that. But if you go to the Useless Agent YouTube page and just go to the live videos, you see tons of our stuff, and I am rarely canceled. Uh, you have to be semi known to be canceled. All right, first of all. And I am just not nearly famous enough to be canceled. So screw that. But before I forget what my point was, the reason that I show the smoking and others don't is because I don't care. I don't care. I love doing this show because it's an open forum conversation. And if it's me conversing with myself, that's fine. The If that's what it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. So what would be awesome is to see you guys throwing in some feedback on topics that you would like to divulge into, and I think that there isn't a single topic on this planet that I wouldn't cover unless it was you know the bottom of the barrel, which again is to me uh celebrity worship. To me, that is the number one worst thing that has happened to television, to internet, to just life in general, because you will lose a friend, and I mean lose a lifelong friend that you've trusted and has trusted you literally with their lives. And you will lose that person just for talking shit about a celebrity who they like, but they never met that person. Um, let's go with Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus would never pay for your food, okay? Miley Cyrus would never buy your lunch, or Miley Cyrus doesn't want to hang out with you, okay? And I really wish people would simply meet more celebrities so they can see how much of them suck. Not how many of them, but how much of that person is a lie. Because I mean, it really doesn't take much to spot someone that's A, full of shit, or B, phony as hell. It's really easy to tell those people. And if you can look at me straight up in my stoner eyes and see that anything but a real motherfucker that's just gonna fucking tell you, yeah, you look stupid in that dress, or yeah, those shoes don't fit for you, yeah, you don't look good in those pants. That's who I am, dude. It's just what you see is what you get, and this is how I've chosen to be my entire life. I chose the brutally honest road because it is so much easier than the liar's path. A liar's path has way too much to remember, and I smoke way too much pot to fucking remember half that shit. So it's really great when you have sober liars, because when they step on themselves, it's so obvious, and With celebrities, they're filmed all the time. So you could always go back and point out their hypocrisies. Whereas, you know, we are only now starting to do that with ourselves. Um, I think it was either Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock had that joke about a stenographer. It was like having a mobile stenographer. And so it was basically a little person hanging on your back and writing down everything that's being said. So that way, if you're called out in an argument, you can call that person out and say, no, if we go back to the records, yada, yada, yada. So really, it's easier to just be brutally honest. And if you hurt people's feelings, you hurt people's feelings. And it's better. How you doing, Scott? Um, it's much better to hurt people's feelings and be honest than for them to like you and you being full of crap. uh it's just not that way. And so to meet the very subject of to meet that very person, Miley Cyrus was who we were using. So let's say, you meet that person and you find out how much they suck, and you really get to find out who they really are. You know, to me, I wouldn't be surprised because I've met a ton of jerk off celebrities. And the ones that I can definitely say are not are, I don't know, people like Keanu Reeves. Those guys are cool. But again, the fact that you can lose a friend over someone that basically doesn't exist. I mean, life exists the way that we see it through our eyes. That's it. So I would much more cherish the person beside me who I've known forever. I would rather cherish that person than lose that person because we don't feel the same about Luther Vandross. It's just a stupid, trivial thing that has become the end all be all of friendships and relationships and ultimatums. And it's garbage. It's just garbage. And so my job on this show is filtering through all this bullshit and trying to find the topics that seem to actually matter and actually make a difference. I was talking about Elijah Schaefer yesterday, and yeah, I was told that the show was kind of going everywhere and you were jumping to different topics. Yeah, I tend to do that. And uh, when you're in a live forum and you have the little chat box right there, and people are talking to you, like there's Scott saying what's up, I say what's up. When that happens, I read it, and sometimes it'll be somebody asking me a question or not being able to catch up with the show or something along those lines. And that's why I'll jump back to a subject or something like that. So if you catch that, that's what's actually happening. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say and clear that up. Um, because yeah, the show can be pretty damn random, and I like that. Um, I would not want to be talking about the way The Sopranos ended for a solid 40 minutes like that. That there's already channels for that, and when you watch them, they're pretty hard to get through. You get about 20 minutes in, you got all the information you need. So what most of these people do is they fill it up with 30 minutes of explaining what the program is, when the only people that are clicking this are those hardcore fans that know exactly what you're talking about. So excuse me. So there's a difference between, filling people in, and then there's just trying to just make up for that time by giving me a 20-minute synopsis on what the show was about, who was in it, what were the main storylines, and what was the climax that was up for debate. You could have cut that 20 minutes off and just started with the ending and let's just get with the debate. So that's something that I don't do. So if we do jump from topic to topic, it's because I don't insult your intelligence. And I believe you can catch up with me because it's really not hard if you were, actually listening. So, another thing is if something confuses you about the show, write in. That's what that little box is for. So please be more vocal and say what you want. I had to put in the description today. I just recently revamped the page. And on Facebook, it even tells you that if we're having a group chat and we're all talking, this is a free speech zone. I will never, ever, ever, ever kick you out for saying something inappropriate. I just won't do that. Excuse me. If YouTube decides to do it and take us all down, then that's what they're going to have to do. So I'll lose an episode before I ever lose a comment due to vulgarity. I'm sorry, I'm a big boy. I can take it. All right. All right. So I just wanted to give a quick 20-minute little thing on that and explain it. We'll be back Monday and start talking about I believe Monday's episode is going to be about the rates and statistics of people with mental illnesses and how these actually get worse. And 64% of people with mental illnesses tend to get a huge spike in suicides, overdoses, all sorts of different tragic things that happen around this time of year. So I really wanted to get into that. And so we'll be doing an hour-long episode for that on Monday. So this was just a simple, just want to catch up with you guys and make sure you guys know what you're in store for. And so I will definitely be seeing you guys on Monday on Facebook, YouTube, and Streamlab, TikTok. I believe it's multicasted throughout all of those. It's a huge simulcast and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, be safe. We love you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And don't forget, I will see you on the other side.